It's week 2 on EA Sports.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A crazy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here comes Nelson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led by a longtime starter in this league in his 11th season now, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on defense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry for Najee Harris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Carr dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on third down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time. They up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Dalton here from the gun. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to...
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so under pressure. They got him again. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 45 on second down. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34. Yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down at the 34. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 12 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second in good position, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for. but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Andy Dalton. He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Passing, it's Dalton. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is not going to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. On first down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Stephon Tuitt bounced back from injury in 2019 to fashion together a heck of a season in 2020. Top 10 in the NFL with a career-high 11 sacks. He's one of the best interior defenders in the game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Open man, that's Renfrow. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, now Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. from the gun. It's Carr. A slant to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third and short, Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The kick by Carlson is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing, Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards remain for second down. Broken under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Dalton sets up play action. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Hitting Juju on the slant. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second down and goal. Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right side, Claypool has got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Carr to throw on second down. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Alex Highsmith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Short little throw to Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Dalton. Pass complete to Ebron. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Completion here to Claypool. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Dalton. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run the counter. Harris looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now Dalton. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Carr and the Raiders now down by 1. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Carr to throw. Connecting with Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.